Hello everyone. Good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise some important chapter of your NCRT exercise. Okay. Now and today we are going to start a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is height and distance. Dear students, this is one of the most important chapter of your syllabus. So please concentrate on that chapter and let's see dear students, first now we are going to discuss about the chapter height and distance. Dear students, in that chapter we generally discuss two most important angles like angle of depressions and angle of elevation. Okay, angle of elevation and angle of depression. There are two important angles related to that chapter. Dear students, when angle of elevation is formed, dear students, suppose that from any horizontal surface, if we observe anything, if we observe any, suppose that the observer is at place A and any of that observer observe that we see that object, then the angle of elevation formed by me on that object is known as the angle of elevation. This is your what? Angle of, this is the angle of elevation. Okay, now this is when यानी कि from any horizontal surface, when we observe any object from the certain height, then the angle made by me on that object is known as what? Angle of elevation. Okay, now what is the angle of depressions? Let's see. If we suppose that if we place at that point, or now observer is placed at that point and we saw any object at that knee. Okay, now that angle is known as the angle of depression. This angle is known as the angle of depression. So this is the concept of angle of elevation and the angle of depressions. Dear students, one of the most important thing is that here कि in any questions based on height and distance, first of all we formed the figure according to the given questions. Then after we solve that questions applying some rule as tangent, sine and cosine. Let's see. And in that chapter we also known about that. Let's see, we discuss some important facts, formula. Let's see. There's in suppose that in any right angle triangle, in any right angle triangle ABC. Okay, in any right angle triangle ABC, suppose that angle A is theta. Okay, let angle BAC is equal to theta. Okay, then in any right angle triangle, you know that this is your base, this is your base, this is your what? This is your perpendicular and this is your what? Hypotenuse. Okay, so this is your base, dear friends, this is your perpendicular and this is your hypotenuse. Okay, now dear friends, in that figure if we apply the sine rule, then you know that sine theta, if we apply sine theta is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This is P by H. Okay, and if we apply the cosine rule, means cos theta is equal to what? Base upon hypotenuse. Base upon hypotenuse. Base upon hypotenuse is the common formula for cosine. Now if we apply the tangent rule, means tan theta, this is the value of tan theta. Means if we apply the tangent rule, then we have what? Perpendicular upon base, that is P upon H. So dear friends, in that chapter First of all, you know, to aware about the angle of depressions, angle of elevation, and also three more most important rule as cosine, cosine and tangent. And we also have the three different relationship related to them, like sin theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, then cosec theta is what? Cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin, this is what? Hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Now cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse, and then sec theta is equal to sec theta is the reciprocal of cos, this is h upon b, means hypotenuse upon base. So tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, then its reciprocal is cot theta. So cot theta is equal to what? Hypotenuse upon sorry, this is the perpendicular upon base na b, so this is the base upon perpendicular. Okay, so therefore in this way we have the 6 trigonometry ratios and the relationship between them is that. Okay, now so this is the main concept of related to that chapter. Now dear friend, we are going to take and solve some important questions based on height and distance. Let's see dear friends. Let's see, we take a question based on that topic. Let's two pillars of equal height. Let us take a question based on the height and distance. Okay, let's see different two pillars of equal height. Question is two pillars of equal height. Okay, there are some two pillars of equal height and on either side of a road, and on either side and on either side of the road. Okay, which is 100 meter wide, which is 100 meter wide, which is what? 100 meter wide. Okay, the angles of elevation of the top, the angle of elevation of the top. Okay, the angle of elevation, okay, of the top of the pillars, the angle of elevation of the top of the pillar, top of the pillars are 60 degree and 30 degree at a point, are 60 degree and 30 degree at a point on the road, at a point on the road between the pillars. Between the pillars. Okay, between the pillars. Okay, find the position of the point, find the position of the point between find the position of the point between the pillars, and the height of each pillar, and the height of each pillar. Okay, Now let's see. Dear student, this is one of the most important question of your syllabus. So first of all, dear student, in height and distance question, in that topic question, first of all we read the questions very carefully. After that, according to figure, we draw a diagram related to that figure. Okay. Now we solve it applying the tangent, sine, cosine rule. Okay. Now let's see. Here first of all, here two pillars on equal height. This one here two pillars are there and which are equal in height. Okay. So let's see, here two pillars of equal height and on either side of the road. Okay. Suppose that, dear friends, let's see here, let's see AB as a road. Okay. And here two pillars of equal height on either side of the road. One pillar is in that side and one pillar is that side, but in equal in height. Suppose that this is BC is the first pillar or AD is the second pillar, equal in height. Let us take the equal height of both the pillar BH. Let us take the equal height of both the pillar BH. Now let's see. Now and the either side of the road, which is 100 meter wide. Okay, means this is 100 meter wide. The distance between that AB is 100 meter. Okay. Now let's see its solutions step by step. Let AD and BC are two pillars. Of equal height. That is AD is equal to BC is equal to H meter and distance between the road, and distance means AB is equal to what? 100 meter. Okay, now let's see the angle. This is the angle of elevation of the top. The angle of elevation of the top of the pillars are 60 degree and 30 degree at a point on the road between the pillars. Suppose that let us take a point between the pillars as P. Suppose let P be the point between the pillars. From that the angle of elevation of both the pillars are 60 and 30. So from that this is 60. Okay. Now from that this is 30. Okay. Now what I find? We find the what? At a point on the road. Okay, suppose that the distance between that point from the first pillar AD as X, then that distance, the distance between the pillar and that point is what? 100 minus X. This is what? 100 minus X. Okay, difference. Now what I find? Let's see. Here the elevation of the top of the pillar are 60 degree and 30 degree. Now let's see. At a point on the road between the pillars. So dear student, we take a point P on the road which lies on between the pillars. From that find the position of the point between the pillars, means we find the value of X as well as 100 minus X, means the distance between that point from that pillars and that pillars also, and also we find the height of each pillar, and the height of each pillar in that question will be same now. So we find that height. Okay, let's see. Now firstly dear student, we take in triangle DPA. Now in triangle DPA, in triangle DAP or DPA, we get what? Let's see. This is the perpendicular and this is a right angle triangle, and DAP is a right angle triangle. If we observe that triangle, then we apply the tangent rule, because of perpendicular and base comes in what? In tangent, na? So here we apply tan theta, tan 60 means what? Perpendicular means what? H, base is what? X. Okay. Now the value of tan 60 is √3. So here we write √3 is equal to H upon X. That is the value of H is what? Under √3 into X. Take equation number 1. Okay, dear students. Now Similarly, for triangle CPB, let's see. Similarly, for triangle CPA, we get, let's see, CPA. So we apply what? Tangent rule also because this is the perpendicular, this is your base. So perpendicular and base comes in which tangent na? So let's see, we apply the tangent rule. Perpendicular is what? H, and base is what? 100 minus x. Now the value of root 30 is what? Tan 30 is what? 1 upon root 3 is equal to h upon 100 minus x. Okay, 100 minus x, that is, we do the approximate to root 3, h is equal to what? 100 minus x. Take equation number 2. So in this way, dear student, first of all we form two equations by the help of that and that triangles. Now using equation 1 and 2, let's see. Now let's see. Now using equation 1 and 2 we get. Now let's see, we put the value of h in that equations, the value of h in that equation. So we get what? Root 3 into the value of h is what? Root 3x. So here we write as root 3x is equal to, this is what? 100 minus x. So we get, this is 3x is equal to 100 minus x, that is, this is 4x is equal to 100, this is 25. So x is equal to 25 meter. Thus, dear students, in this way we can say that the distance between that point from the first pillar is what? 25 meter, and the distance of point P from the second pillar is what? 100 minus x na? Is what? 100 minus x, that is 100 minus the value of x is what? 25, that is what? 75 meter. This is another answer. Thus, dear student, in this way we can say that the distance from that point from the first pillar is what? 25 meter, and the distance of that point from the second pillar is what? This is 75 meter. Okay, now what I find? We also find what? Yes, we also find the height of each pillar. Let's see. Now we put the value of x in equation 1. Now we put the value of x in equation 1, that is, equation is, this is x is equal to root 3 into x, that is h is equal to root 3 into x is what? This is 25. Now this is 25 under root 3 meter. This is the height of each tower, that is what? 25 under root 3. This is the height of each tower. Okay, thus, dear students, in this way, this is a very important question of your NCERT exercise based on height and distance. So please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic height and distance. Okay, dear students, now we take and solve, dear students, now we take and solve some other important question of your NCERT exercise based on that topic. Dear students, let's see one by one. Let's see. Now we take some other important question based on height and distance. We take a question which is very important. Let's see. The question is, a vertical tower stand on a horizontal plane. A vertical tower stand on a horizontal plane. Okay, dear friends. And is surmounted by a vertical flagstaff. And it is surmounted by a flagstaff of height h. Okay. So now at a point on the plane, at a point on the plane, the angles of elevation, of the bottom and the top of the flagstaff are alpha and beta respectively. Okay. Prove that the height of the tower is h tan alpha upon tan beta minus tan alpha. Okay, dear friend, this is the question here. This is a very important question of your syllabus. So let's see what is the solution of that question. Let's see. Dear friend, in that question, a vertical tower stand on a horizontal plane. So first of all, we draw a horizontal plane AB. Okay, and a vertical tower stand on that. Let's see. BC be a tower. Or vertical tower stand on horizontal. Okay, this is tower of height, suppose it h. No, this is the tower. Okay, let's see now. And it is surmounted by a vertical flagstaff, and that tower of vertical flagstaff are placed there. Okay, let's say ABC. CD be the height of the flagstaff of height h. So that height is equal to h, which is given in our question. And at a point on the plane, let us take a point A on the plane. The angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of the flagstaff of alpha and beta. From bottom, this is alpha, and from the top of the flagstaff, this is what? Beta. Let us take AB as x and the height of the tower B, let us take as y. Okay. Now let's see. Let the height of the tower be y, and let AB is equal to x. Okay, dear friends. Now, what I do now in triangle CAB. We apply the triangle CAB, so we apply tan alpha. Tan alpha is equal to perpendicular upon base, means y upon x. That is, from there, the x is equal to y upon tan alpha. Take equation number 1. And in triangle DAB, again after this is angle beta, so tan beta is equal to perpendicular is both h plus y upon base is what? x. Base is what? X na? Base is AB from both the triangle. Okay. Now from there we get the value of x as what? H plus y upon 10 beta. Okay. Now this is equation number 2. Now using equation 1 and 2 we eliminate the value of x. Thus using equation 1 and 2 we get, let's see, we get as x is equal to y upon 10 alpha is equal to h plus y upon 10 beta. Okay, now we do their cross multiplication. Now we do their cross multiplication, we get what? Y 10 beta is equal to 10 alpha into h plus y, that is y 10 beta is equal to s 10 alpha plus y 10 alpha. Now let's see. Now let's see, we separate the y when y, let's see, this is, now this is y 10 beta, we transfer plus y 10 alpha that side, so this is minus y 10 alpha is equal to, this is s 10 alpha, right, as it is, s 10 alpha, right, as it is. What we find? We find the height of the tower, and we should have to show that the height of the tower, na, and we take the height of the tower, we want y. So let's see, from there we take y as common, so we get 10 beta minus 10 alpha is equal to h 10 alpha. Now here, from there, from the value of y is what? H 10 alpha upon 10 beta minus 10 alpha. Hence proof. This is the our required result. This is the height of the tower. Now we have to show that the height of the tower is what? S 10 alpha upon 10 beta minus 10 alpha. This is our required solution. So dear student, in this way, first of all, you revise all the questions which we discussed in that class. After that, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on that way, that questions. Now let's see once more time. Firstly, we take that triangle, we apply the tangent, mean tan alpha is equal to y upon x. Now from other one is for triangle DAB, we apply the tangent to tan beta is equal to what? Perpendicular upon base as x. Okay. Now in this way we form two equations. After using these two equations, dear friends, we eliminate the value of x, because of we don't use no any value of x here, no use of x, so we just eliminate the value of x from both the equations. After that we simplify them and we collecting the value of y. So from there we take y as common, because of we take the y height of the tower be y na, so we take y as common, so we get 10 beta minus 10 alpha, so that is y is equal to transfer that side s 10 alpha upon 10 beta minus 10 alpha. This is our required result. Okay, hence proof. Now that's why in this way, first of all, you revise all the questions which we discussed in that class. After that, in next class, we take and solve some other important questions, board exam questions of your NCERT based on height and distance. Okay, dear friends. Now, thanks to all.